Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is a Grille Tier 5 German SPG. It's located on the north spawn of mines and it's under the command of Angelina75. Well, this is a reduced numbers game. As you can see on the map there, we're not looking at the full complement, we're actually looking at far fewer. In fact, it looks to me like there's 11. Is that 11 on each side? I do believe it is 11 players. They're not using bots. I think this is the North American server, and Angelina's headed off for the Nigel spot. Looks like she's going to play from there, taking the angled approach, and she's ready to go. Just moving a bit further north, or south rather I should say. Okay, she's ready to go, and well, first enemy's got up to the centre line unopposed. It's a Panzer T25, but Angelina's dialing in. And she's got a good tutor because it's, it is Talon. And look at that, a hole right in the side of that Panzer T25. He lost 224 hit points straight away. And, well, she's waiting for the next comer. And that's a Covenanter. And she's loaded. Revs out. He pulls away just in time to avoid the shell. But he gets wiped out anyway. And she did notice, I think it was a Stuart, or was it? Yes, it was a Stuart. But there's an AMX 40, the Duck, and he's thinking about making his way up the hill. Keeps changing his mind. Angelina fired a round in and missed because she actually got some reticule bloom accidentally just at the moment she fired, so the shell went wild. But she's dialing in this time and letting the aim focus on the target. Okay, there's the Stuart. He's just popped out for a second. She's dialing in, rounds out, and oh, he pulls away just in time, but again he gets wiped out by a shell. And the Panzer T25, well, he's come back out to the centre rock, but he's hiding behind that rock, and now he's gone. The B1 here has actually decided to go down by the water side. And the reason for that is there's a Covenanter over on the South Island. And that's a nice direct hit on the front of the vehicle. You can see where the shell landed, tracked him. Right at the front, on the drive wheel. Can she get another shell in there? Well, she's almost loaded. And I think she's going to try for another shot. She does. And she killed him! The shell went straight through his rear and blew him up. So she got her first kill, although she's got bits of several of the other kills that have occurred so far. Okay, the AMX went into the castle grounds, right at the top of the hill, but no sign of him yet. In fact, there is another B1 further down the hill. I didn't realise that, but this is a tier 5 game. She's top tier. And the enemy does have a B1 and a Matilda, as well as a Hetzer. Okay, looking for the target. You can hear bells from the church over on in the village. And it appears a Hetzer has been seen in this vicinity. So I think she's going to blind fire that bush, see if she can get him. Rounds out. Fairly long flight time for the shell. The mods are not showing the flight time, but I think it's about 3 seconds for the shell to arrive. The B1's been found. And unfortunately, he's uncomfortably close to the cliff edge. And the Stug is actually making his way up by the water. And he's just found our M4A1. Angelina's styling in on the Stug. She should be able to get a hit any second. Always moving. She fires the round in and wipes him out with one round. I'm not sure she was seen, so I think she's safe. There's the AMX 40 again. He's popped to the gates. I think he did a circuit of the central moat, or the central keep, I should say. I think he's probably somewhere near these bushes, but we won't spot him unless somebody gets close. There he is. He is near the bushes. Now, if he stops for any moment, then Angelina might be able to get a shot on him. She could probably splash him with a shot right now. We're down to just 4 tanks on our team. Angelina fires around in and hits him. 168. I think she hit the side of the tank. Can't see the mark, but oh, he goes down anyway. So we've still got the problem of that B1 to the south. There's equal numbers of tanks on each side. 4 tanks on each side now. The enemy still has an Arty, and it's also a Grille. We haven't heard from him yet. Of course, he hasn't been seen, but he hasn't got any kills. So, whilst we can see that Angelina's got 2 kills so far. But that B1 is going to be a bit of a problem because we can't hit him while he's in that position unless he moves out. Our B1's moving up to the top of the hill. Oh, he's been found. There he is. It's been found. But she's got to dial in before she can shoot. If she tries to prematurely, it'll be a wasted round. It was wasted, but it did stun him. That's all. And he's got rid of the stun already. Now, although it's the B1, it does have the 75mm gun, which of course the Germans took off the tank when they turned it into the B2. Well, she's aiming at that corner, expecting the B1 to come round. Take a quick look. She's fired around in just in case. She does have plenty of ammo, so it's not a problem. The other problem, of course, is that Hetzer. We still don't know where he's gone. And, of course, the enemy does have a Matilda. And as you know, the Matilda with the squeeze bore 2-pounder is actually quite lethal. There's the B1. She guessed correctly. He was on that corner, but he's still got 100% health. She's dialing in and rounds out. Direct hit, 220. That's a good hit. Taking him down 51% on his health. The shell actually hit the turret. You can see the hole in the roof. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean it was a penetrating shot. It probably wasn't, but now that he's close to the cliff edge, she can't get shots on him. We lost the B1. We're down to just 3 tanks versus 4. I have a sneaking feeling that that Hetzer and the Matilda might be coming up the east side of the map. And there's the B1. Oh, he just got hit in the rear. Fires around in and it overshoots because it wasn't fully dialed in. She did get reticule bloom as well at the last moment. The Grille does have a very narrow arc of field of fire, and that means that you do get reticule bloom more often. And that kill went to the Wolverine. So the scores are now even. There's 3 tanks on either side, but the enemy team does have the advantage. Oh, we just lost the Wolverine. Taken out by the enemy Grille, so he's got his first kill. And the Matilda on the enemy team's got 2 kills, so obviously he knows how to handle it. And that means now we're depending on the spotting coming from our M8A1. And there's the Hetzer making his way towards the cap. Dialing in. He's stopped to take a shot, which will help us dial in on him a bit further. He's gone into the bush. Oh, she fired probably a bit too early there, expecting him to move forward. And unfortunately, we've lost the M8A1, which means now the enemy is going to be coming towards the cap. And now might be a good time to actually get towards the cap. Instead, actually, Angelina's heading to the middle island. I would have gone back to the cap to defend the cap because the Hetzer's obviously headed to the cap to start capping. And once she's on this island, she won't be able to see the cap. It'll just be too far away. And she's been seen by the Matilda. She has to get behind this rock. She's dialing in on him. Well, I'm not sure that would have hit, but we know he's headed this way. And that's a round from the enemy Grille. And the Hetzer gets her from a long way away. Oh well. She did get some good damage on the enemy. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats and see how she got on. And surprisingly, even though she only got a second class tanker and a bruiser mill for getting at least 5 critical hits, she got 8. She did get the high caliber in that game. She did the most damage overall. And her win rate for the game was 3,559. If you have a look at team score, yep, she did get the highest damage. In fact, there were some bots in that game because even though there was 11 contestants, 6 on each team were actually bots. She got the highest damage in the game, 1,157 hit points. The Grille on the enemy team got 1,008 hit points, so he was actually quite active. It's just, obviously, he just wasn't getting kills. The next high scorer was the Wolverine, managed to get 797, and then obviously that Hetzer was 704. When it came to kills, it was the Hetzer. 4 kills he managed to get, 3 kills go to the Wolverine, and Angelina got 2 along with the M4A1, the Matilda and the Panzer T25. And when it came to base XP, yes, it's the Matilda who gets the highest with 585, the Hetzer gets 574, and then their Grille gets 497, but Angelina's got the highest base XP on her own team with 383. She fired 15 rounds, got 6 direct hits, no penetrations, 12 splash. Damage of 1,157 hit points, of which 1,008 were at more than 300 meters. She received 3 hits from the enemy. All 3 were penetrations. 2 of those hits came from the Matilda. The other one, the last one, came from the Hetzer. She spotted 1 enemy vehicle, damaged 6 of the enemy, killed 2, and did 19 hit points of damage assistance and 371 hit points of stun assist off 10 stuns. On a premium count, she earned 25,611 credits, got 5,040 credits because she got an epic medal in a losing game, which means she gets the Courageous Resistance Award. It's designed to equalise the score of a player who did really well during the game, but ended up on the losing team to try and equalise their score with that of a winning team. And her total came to 30,651 credits, and after repair and ammunition resupply, took away 21,485 credits. She received 1 bomb for getting the high caliber, and 574 base XP, or 574 on a premium, 355 for Courageous Resistance here, took away 930 altogether. So a bit disappointing, it was a loss. I would have gone back to the enemy cap, or rather to your own cap, to defend it and sat on that corner and tried to take on all comers as they got close. The other good thing about sitting on that corner is that as an Arty, you can shoot shells up over the ridgeline into the enemy. All you need to do is pop up, have a quick look, find out where they are, and then pull back down again, and then you can shoot them from below the point at which they can see you. So long as they don't go up onto that plateau above the cap. If they do that, then obviously they can look over the edge of the ridge into you, and that's when they can get shots. But it is possible to actually defend a cap from that part of the map. So yeah, disappointing it's a loss, but well tried, Angelina. If you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel. Hit that notification button, the little bell symbol, so you get alerted when a new video comes out. And thank you for watching.